All right, maybe we've got audio now. So back at the car wash. Sorry, I had a work call come in. I had to drop. But we're here at the car wash. I got a different pan in the system. This one's turned out pretty nice so far. I'm not done with it. There's still a lot more work to do, but you see it's kind of got, like, this had a factory season on it, so this is, you know, kind of store-bought stuff. It's a Lodge, and here you can really see the difference. It's a big difference. They're all going to be this kind of clean. And I've got the other pan working now. I'm just trying to understand how they're all going to behave. So that's a old lawnmower blade, piece of steel, cast iron pan. The batteries serve to keep everything running, and I'm going to need to dead short it here in just a little bit to take some charge out of those batteries. But we're here at the car wash. I won't put customers too much on display, but this is the car wash. If we got to clean anything, I'm going to take you into the machine room if you've never seen a machine room in a car wash. Now, I'm a disaster, just the way I am, I guess. I'm going to get some help out here to help me do a cleanup day. So basically, this is the pump. There's multiple of these. Just an electric motor, high pressure water pump, different solenoids to run soap through, wax, things like that. Everything runs out of this big holding tank here. There's water in there, and soapy water in there, and degreaser water in there. Those come out of these chemical barrels here. We've had a lot of plumbing issues recently, so I'm not up here a lot, and when I am, I'm working on something, as you can tell by the tools, still 10 foot in the air. But we're not going to solve that today. I think I'm actually close to closing up here, but I do want to keep testing this live stream thing out. I appreciate everybody who's decided to watch. Oh man, you can see the black stuff beginning to float now. That's the factory. I want to say factory, but it's his seasoning, the customer's seasoning, plus whatever was on it from the factory. And all of those little bubbles are hydrogen bubbles. I've already cleaned this out from the last run. Go ahead and towel in here. Looks like truck bay's kind of nasty. Not too bad. So there's some grass here. Guess I'll go get some quarters. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sweep that stuff up because it makes it impossible. Like, it gets down in the drain and creates problems for me. Not an issue though. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna grab a broom, and I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna grab some quarters because I need those. Got my quarters. And then I'm gonna set y'all up on the tripod here while I work and clean the bay. We'll just let it run. Let's see if I can see what you can see. Okay, so this is where I'm going to be working. Hopefully the camera doesn't fall because it'll probably break it. just gonna push the solid stuff off to the side. We'll get it cleaned up last. The rest of this stuff I will just spray down the drain. Got a customer coming by now. Neat looking Tahoe. Alright, so time to spray down the bay. I'm gonna try my best to give you a point of view on the cleaning. Yes, I just spray all of it down. Leave it clean for the next people to come in. That's the plan. I wish I could make this clean. Stay hooked. Let me try this. Hi, Ashley. I just saw the chat. I'm still learning to use it. Actually, if you're on here and you can hear me, you can go pull up my browser on the computer and open StreamYard. You maybe play with the display stuff like my name or whatever. You don't have to. You can. Getting it clean. So I don't lose my phone. Oh, somebody left quite a mess. It's a lot. Usually it ain't quite like this, but this guy, who brought in his lawnmower, and that explains like so the there's a bunch of the solid stuff there, but we'll take a little bit down the slope. Yeah, sorry if the camera's moving too much. One way works best for the camera and the other way works best for the dirt. Alright, about got it cleaned up. I'm not going to spend a lot of time. I'm going to spray through this that way. The bay will drain. "44 seconds left. Shut it off. So it's on a big boom up there. I don't know if anybody's still watching or not. StreamYard says 2, but it said 3 earlier. Oh, now it says 3. Man, big audience. So the other day we had some serious clog issues in this bay. And it was flooding out over, and that's why there's so much nastiness on the pavement here. But it was draining all the bays. Oh, wow, we got busy while I was over here running my mouth. Man, people all over. I'm not going to point a camera at them, but there's probably 6 or 7 people over there. I didn't even know. See, that's kind of a weird thing about this car wash is if you're over here, you don't necessarily know what's going on over here. We got them full today. Clean this one up. This is mine. I cleaned it up. I'm going to try to trade it or sell it. Let's see if I can catch him pulling out the... No, he ain't pulling out. There's a Scat Pack 392 Charger over there, though, and that's a good-looking, good-sounding car. Let's go check back on our frying pan. Oh, man, that water's looking nasty. So lots of bubbles means it's working. Try to pull. Wow, you can see what all it's picked up on there already. Now, unfortunately, I got to do a bad thing. I got to, like, dead short it for just a second. Pull some of the current out of the battery so it'll keep running. Man, I got 4. I am Mr. Popularity. I wonder if that's total or current. But here's a... You can see what the process does. It does a pretty good... I mean, that one end hasn't been cleaned yet, and this end has. And I've done no real manual effort other than washing it off there. I think this I'm probably going to let run for a little while. Overnight, actually. This will run all night. I've got a different one running at the house with one of Ashley's frying pans. And we're probably going to try this with some baking sheets, too, to see if we can take the old baking sheets and make them clean again. This does a pretty good job. Let's see if we're collecting anything on our... So this is less than an hour, all that build up. I'm just trying to dead short. Draw the current out of that battery if possible. But this will keep running. And see, the beauty of this system, it kind of works out. So these smart chargers, they won't run unless they detect a current. Like, you can't just connect it up to something goofy like this and get it to start charging your frying pan. But if you connect a battery and it knows there's batteries there, it will charge the batteries. So I hooked the batteries up to make this thing work, and then I'm just splicing this stuff in, and eventually this thing gets these batteries completely charged. And so the charger shuts off, but then these batteries are still connected to everything, and so the batteries just sit there and discharge into the frying pan to keep this process running, and it just cycles on and off as needed. It's a little different than my at-home setup, but my at-home setup I've only had today, so we're still watching and learning on it. As a matter of fact, I wonder if I can introduce 2 chargers into the game. Probably not going to try that right now. This is a pretty reliable and safe setup. I'm going to try to switch cameras. Nope, that ain't how you do it. Maybe the 3 dots. Let's find out. Y'all are going to learn with me. Settings, camera. Oh, okay. There I am. Did I change it? I did. All right. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching the stream, however many you have been on. I'm getting ready to drop. I am going to get on again later tonight. Hopefully, I'm going to get Ryan from Twitter to jump on to a not stream with me. I don't think we're going to broadcast it, but I do want to play with this system a little bit more. I plan to start streaming. Yeah, nothing specific, nothing professional, because I don't have a plan, basically. But that's the plan, is I don't have one. So I'm going to cut the stream here in just a minute or two, and head back to the house where I can get in the air conditioning. And we're having taco something tonight. Ashley said she was making something taco-ish, I believe. Or maybe it was just tacos. Maybe it was just tacos. Yeah, because we talked about tortillas and tortilla shells and not having teeth and all those fun things. Well, I appreciate y'all hanging out. It's getting a little warm here. I'm going to lock up the car wash, and I think I'm gonna try to record a video on my drive home with this camera holdy thing I've got. Not with my 18% battery, I'm not. Some other time. I'll get a GoPro and hook it to the Mustang before I get rid of it. Thanks, y'all. I'll be back later.